The Knights in shining armour need to be riding high in 2024. Last 2 years, the team in purple have finished 7th place. How do they change their fortunes? Well, they're in a little bit of trouble at the moment because the spine of their batting lineup is unstable. If Shreyas Iyer is unavailable to play, it really makes the balance of their batting lineup suffer. Venkatesh Iyer cannot afford to fail again. He's had 150 in the last 12 innings as an opener. That is not of a standard you have of his calibre at IPL level. And this could really create huge problems for KKR, having to fill that void if he can't find form. Salt is a great inclusion for Royal. He'll have to open for KKR. There's nowhere else for him to bat. If he gets through those first couple of overs and then has to face spin, that will be a huge bonus for Kolkata Knight Riders in any game because he has a huge strike rate against both pace and spin. If Iyer's not playing, then Munish Pandey is a great reserve to have coming in at number 4. He's got another opportunity in the big leagues. If he doesn't perform here, this could be the trumpeting sound for the young Munish Pandey for the end of his career because he's not playing to the standard that we expect. So he's got to stand up. But if the top order really do fire around Rana, who bats out number 3, so your top 4 really perform, that really opens up the door for the powerhouse of their number 5 and 6, Rinku Singh and Andre Russell. You don't want these two batsmen coming in before the 12th over. You want opposition teams to sweat out the back end, knowing that these two players can take the game away from them. This is the Kolkata Knight Riders' strength. And you've also got Narayan there who can find the boundary at the back end as well. So their batting lineup really relies on the top 2 standing up and delivering. Venkatesh Iyer is the one that they need to fire. When you look at their bowling department, it's all on Starc with the new ball and the old ball. He swings both up front and out the back end, picking up wickets in those conditions. He's going to be helped by Sakaria, and I quite like Sakaria. He'll bowl most of his overs with the new ball. And then Harshit Rana, tall, quick, and I like what I see about him. He can swing that old ball. He can bowl a lot of death overs. He's got a good Yorker, and if he gets that right, he could be a handful out the back end. So they've got the new ball covered. They've got the old ball covered with those 3 quicks. Then we've got the spin department. If the quicks do the job, the spinners are really going to take control in the middle overs of Chakravarti and Narayan. And it also takes the pressure away from Andre Russell having to bowl crucial overs up front or in the final couple of overs where he's not suited. Russell will be suited when the spinners are in control in those middle overs where he can have a little bit of change of pace, and opposition batsmen will have to have a crack at him. That's where the bowling of Andre Russell really stands up. The impact players for Kolkata Knight Riders, if Iyer plays, it will be Pandey. If Iyer doesn't, it will be Bharat with the bat and Suresh Sharma with the ball, just adding a little bit of versatility there. And that's one thing that Kolkata Knight Riders do have. They do have depth in their batting and bowling if need be. But if Iyer's not there, that depth depletes very quickly. Chandrakant Pandit will be working very hard with Harshit and Sakaria to make sure that they have got their plans in place for each game that they play. He'll be making sure that they operate with the new ball and the old ball and can execute a variety of deliveries. If he can get those 2 right, Well, it takes a lot of pressure off Starc and the two spinners. He'll also be working with Venkatesh Iyer mentally to make sure that all the cogs are working between the ears so that he's not having brain fades out in the middle and he's not putting pressure on himself. Just go out there and play and enjoy your cricket with Venkatesh Iyer. The medical staff are very important in this Kolkata Knight Riders lineup as well. They've got to keep Shreyas Iyer on the park. If they don't, well, it's too big a void to cover. Now, the balance of the team for the Kolkata Knight Riders is always set up around Russell and Narayan, the two all-rounders. But two don't make a team. The others have to contribute, and they have to contribute consistently for the team in purple to have another chance at another title. So, for me, if the top order do fire, that's the top two. They'll finish in the top 5 and have a chance of playing in the playoffs. If the opening batters and Venkatesh Iyer don't deliver, well, I can see things falling apart for Kolkata Knight Riders and they'll finish in the bottom half. It's all on Venkatesh Iyer in the opening department for this team to succeed.